Hi, welcome to my PHP tutorial. This is list of suggestions how you should use this video. The notes for this video can be found at this URL, which is loaded here. And right now I'm just going to continue from where I stopped in the last video. So a lot of files are open. We were working on index.php, so index.php is open, and product.db is open, category.db is open. Obviously, they are all in different folders, which we talked about in the last video, like the index is in product manager, category.db, product.db is in model, and obviously main is in the root, and database error is here, and header and footer is in view. Okay. So we stop somewhere here in the index, we get a category names, and then the video get too long, so we stop it. So the next logical step is to get categories, right? Because we get a category name, we put here, categories will be on the left, and then we can display all the products. So to get the categories, we can easily copy from 9C index, this statement get all the categories. Okay, really easily, and so we can get that, and we can test it. Okay, so to do that, we have to put the categories in a function in the model category DB. So we are going to create a function. And we are going to call it get categories. Don't forget the global. So you can call DB from within the function. Okay, and then you can just copy and paste all the code from the 9C index, from there to here. Okay, and then don't forget to return your categories. Okay, because it's a function. Save your work, come back to the index and try to call the categories. Okay, I don't need to echo this anymore. These are for error checking. You don't want to delete them because you may need it to check for error soon again. So we are going to get all the categories and save it into a variable called categories. Okay, if you want to test this, you can actually go to 9C and copy your for each loop, put it here into your index. It's not pretty, but you can actually just test this real quick. Control S to save. Okay. You'll get all the categories here. Not pretty, but that'll work. I don't need this. I just want to show you that you can. My category actually works here. So when you code, it's always good to check intermediate steps. Make sure you don't make errors at multiple locations. Once you make too many errors, it's impossible to find them. Okay, so we get the categories. If you look at 9C, the next thing is to get the products, right? Because to get the products, get the first category, first category, you put it here. Get all the categories, put it here, and the products you put it here at this part, right? So we are going, and products, since you are accessing the products table, you are going to put it in product.db. So we are going to create a function in product.db. And don't forget to put PHP code. And then we're going to create a function call get products by category, and obviously you have to pass in the category ID, because there are 3 categories, right? You have to pick which category you want, and then get a product from there, and then don't forget to copy the global. Okay, and then you are going to get all the products by copying from nice index. You can write this, that's fine, but we don't want to type again. So select everything from products, bind it to the category ID, execute, fetch all, put it into here, and of course you can just tap. Okay, and then you want to return it. Return the products, or else this function is pretty useless unless you can return what you find. Control S to save. Go back to index. Now we can test if this is working by create a variable called products, and then let me copy the name of the function. Okay, and you can test it here by copy our test cases here. You can copy here. You can use tab to indent it. Control S to save. So you actually can produce all this, all those stuff that's supposed to be on the right side here in this. So obviously that's not the right place to display. We just want to do independent steps to test what we are doing is correct. Okay, so what we're doing is on the right track. The next thing we want to do is actually display it. Remember that this is the controller, and controller should not do display. If you want to do any display, you should put it into view, and then you put the stuff from view. But in our example, which is from the textbook, the product list is actually in the product manager, which is fine. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to go into ET010 in the product manager. We are going to right click, create a new text document. We are going to call it product_list.php. Alright, open this product list in Notepad++. Obviously it's totally empty. I'm going to just put this here to drag it a little bit. So product list is on the left side of the nice index. I don't want to confuse myself. Okay, so nice is here, and all the 10s are, example 10 are here. Alright, in index I'm going to include that file. So I'm going to say I'm going to include, because this is in the product manager same folder, I just include product list.php. Okay, and you have nothing. Yes, that's correct, because product list is empty. So what is in the product list is kind of interesting. Inside the product list, we are actually going to copy most part of the index. Okay, so inside the index we are going to, but we are not going to copy everything, because we already moved everything on top into the function. So we are technically going to copy from the dot type to dot type. But remember that we say we should not repeat the header, and we already have the header, which is exactly the same, in the view. So in your product list, instead of copying that part, we just say I'm going to just do include And I'm going to include a view. Again, this is one level up, one level down into the view, and I'm going to put my header here. Keep your finger crossed. Reload. You should have your Kung Fu Panda shop immediately there, because the flow will load the product list, and product list have your header. And you will probably write that I can put a footer in as well, so my PHP below should be something that look like this, which we already created a file called footer. So I'm just going to go to the product list and say I put my footer here. Then you have your header and a footer. Obviously there's no body, that's not good. So one thing you can do is from the 9C list, you're just going to copy the body into the product list, right? You can type, but I have the code, I'm not going to type. So you just copy from main to main, because footer is below and the header is on top in the header file. You just copy it, go to the product list, and Control V to paste, and probably I should decrease indent. Okay, you can leave it there, it doesn't really matter, but that's going to work. So if you do that, Control S to save, because categories was already found, right? In categories already found in category name was found, categories was found, product unfound, and that's an include. So basically they just put a piece of code there. So all this is going to be loaded in the product list. So obviously some links need to be changed. And if you reload here, you actually have the whole thing. Delete won't work, add product won't work, but the clicking will work. Okay, because we basically just copy the whole logic from EG009. So that is a pretty good place to stop. Delete won't work, they will give you an error, because if you try to delete something, they are trying to look for 9D delete product. Obviously that file is not there, so when you delete, they're going to give you an error. Oh, file not found. And that is going to give you an error because you try to add form, 9E is not there. So, oh, there's an error, 9 add form. So the next logical step is to do the delete and the add form. Okay, I think that is a good place to stop, because that's the logical place to stop. Next thing you do is delete, right? So, so in the next video, I'm going to carry on from here. Maybe I should start closing some stuff. It's getting too busy. I'm going to close the database. I don't need that. I need an index, obviously, because that's where we stopped, right? And then I need a product DB, I need a category DB, I need a product list, because I need to work on that. Nice index. I don't really need this anymore because I already copied everything. So I can actually close my nice index. Okay, make sure you save everything. I'm not going to shut down. I'm just, in the next video, I'm just going to continue from here. Make sure you save all the files. Okay. All right, I'm going to continue from here. All right, that's a good place to stop. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.